we're in the testing phase. Please hold. We're making sure everything is set up properly and ready to go. Yes, we are slightly early because of the testing phase to ensure that everything is working properly. Um, if we go slightly early because of the testing So, behind that, we're going to point out two things as well as play two songs that most likely the public has not heard because they have not been released. Um, but yeah, that's the point. I'm going to quickly point at two things. We're going to slam it between two songs, and the live's going to be over. So, without wasting any more of anybody's time, we shall proceed.
They tried to tell us that we never mattered. We weren't meant for much of anything at all. It made us feel like we were disadvantaged. Told to watch our language anytime we talked. We got pushed around until we're hard to manage. Told to learn some manners and to grow some balls. They probably thought that we were way too damaged to be champions. We're the underdog. We're the ones who the world don't like. Fought with the system like our whole lives. Never fit in with the middle fingers flipping. Should have been in prison 25 to life. We're the ones in the dark with the light. Always been the rebels who are down for the fight. The kids who didn't listen built a little different. Been the opposition trying to do us right. We're the ones who were picked on, doing kickflips, getting lit rings, ripped jeans, and a lip balm. Renegades like a wrench in the system. Misfits and we pissed off. Yeah, we've been warned since we were born that we would fail if we didn't conform. But we stayed ourselves and we gave them hell. And the underdogs won the war.
We were the cool kids, whatever, screw y'all forever, y'all were wrong. So we're losers, whatever, you will remember underdogs. And we might be losers, but losers can win. They might have more shooters, but it's us versus them. And we're the underdogs. We're the underdogs.
They tried to tell us we weren't good enough to be the leaders they said we would fall. They did their best to try and tear us down and make our generation feel small. We got beaten up, they dragged us through the mud like we the garbage that nobody wants. They probably thought that we would never win, but they were wrong. We the underdog, we're the ones that the whole world hates. Fight for the people till both arms break. Screw the politicians and the cops' permission. We can't do what's righteous if the laws don't break. We're the lone wolves, ain't no cage. Won't go home till hell's being raised. Screw the institutions, screw the revolution. Got an attitude and got a world to save. We're the ones who would laugh at. Had a backwards hat, Mad magazine crammed in the backpack. Smoke weed 14 playing Pac-Man. Now we actually Batman. Yeah, we've been warned since we were born that we would fail if we didn't conform. But we stayed ourselves and we gave them hell. And the underdogs won the war.
We were the cool kids, whatever, screw y'all forever, y'all were wrong. So we're losers, whatever, you will remember underdogs. And we might be losers, but losers can win. They might have more shooters, but it's us versus them. And we're the underdogs. We're the underdogs.
We weren't the cool kids, too busy losing. Up against the odds again. We'll be the revolution, rise up the ruin. The underdogs will win. We weren't the cool kids, too busy losing. Up against the odds again. We'll be the revolution, rise out the ruin. The underdogs will win.
We were the cool kids, whatever, screw y'all forever, y'all were wrong. So we're losers, whatever, you will remember underdogs. And we might be losers, but losers can win. They might have more shooters, but it's us versus them. And we're the underdogs. We're the underdogs.
Well, that opens up the show. we're going to simply state that back in November, there was an obvious shift. If you don't know what the Mandela effect is, you have no business being here because you're most likely going to claim that we're all crazy and we're misremembering things. So you can just see yourself out the door. Thank you very much. Moving forward. So basically, I'm not going to go over the basics because everybody who's here should know the basics of what is going on and what can be calculated through the advanced understandings that has been understood through the basics. Basically, back in November, to get back to my train of thought, there was an obvious shift where the NES no longer required you to push down the cartridge, which was one obvious shift that a lot of people, well, boom, this suddenly can happen. Okay, so moving forward. We had a shift back in January, and I can't remember the exact different one at this point in time because of so many jumps at the same time. And yes, the reason why, to literally state this, the reason why I do not make a physical pen to paper or a digital log of these things, and I ensure that my memory is the thing that has to memorize all this, is the pure and simpleness of the Mandela effect. Because anything and everything will and has the capability of changing. That's the problem. If you write it down, it's going to change. So, basically, I'd like to put down on the table that something significant has occurred enough to, in my perception, to call it a new change to another set. Basically, Onyx. We're going to start off with this one. We're going to just go right down the list of where we were. Onyx. How do you remember it being spelled? Is it Onyx or is it Onix? Well, apparently here now it's Onix, which is completely different from what it recently has been for quite a long time. So we're just going to simply put it that we're going to move forward and say that yes, this is brand new and nobody's seen this one before. Holy crap. Now, I present to you another one. One that kind of blew my mind away. There was a hotel in front of the Twin Towers. There was a hotel in front of the Twin Towers. Now, all of us who are in the 9/11 train still can't be melted by jet fuel know exactly the placements of all these buildings. So, yeah, I knew this would be really, really short and not too sweet. But, like I stated, I had two things to point out: that we have reached another Mandela point where we have shifted realities once again physically, that it is noticeable. So that means twice within 2023 we have shifted realities. Although, as many are stating that the amount is slowing down, I do not see that if we already have two within 5 months. So that's what this video was about. That's what this video was for. And like I said, we're going to sandwich it between two songs that most likely have not been perceived by many people because they're not released directly to the public unless you paid for them. So here comes the second song to end the live.
Just a kid from the 90s, had a fake ID, comic books and trading cards, homies in the trailer, starting on the cigarettes, smoking with the baby kids, way before. Just a kid from the 90s, had a fake ID, comic books and trading cards, homies in the trailer park, starting on the cigarettes, smoking with the baby kids, way before the internet, shit was fucking cool.
Found his six pack and a Playboy at the skate park. Freddie Prinze Jr. taught us to break hearts. Treated every Honda Civic like a race car. Knew it was time to go and all the streetlights came on. Watching wrestling with the gang. Every wallet had a chain. MTV was like cocaine. Grew up quickly for our age. Ooh. In the basement with the black lights. In the graveyard with a flashlight. Bunch of teenagers with a hash pipe. Cold beer, no fear, no tears, whoa. No surrender on the t-shirt, whoa. No stress, no sweat, no rest, whoa. Watch the world from the bleachers.
Just a kid from the 90s, had a fake ID, comic books and trading cards, homies in the trailer park, stole their mama's cigarettes, smoked them with the bigger kids, way before the internet, shit was fucking cool.
Back when we was illegal, we had the best smoke. Had to link with your people without a cell phone. It was either oh hell yeah or it was hell no. We had Tupac on Nirvana in our headphones. We were stealing from the mall, wanted to be Tony Hawk. 100 posters on the wall, the graffiti in the stalls. Yeah. Fell asleep on the French lawn, bag of weed in my left song. Never dreaming of a desk job. Cold beer, no fear, no tears, whoa. No surrender on the t-shirt, whoa. No stress, no sweat, no rest, whoa. Watch the world from the bleachers.
Just a kid from the 90s, had a fake ID, comic books and trading cards, homies in the trailer park, stole their mama's cigarettes, smoked them with the bigger kids, way before the internet, shit was fucking cool. Just a kid from the 90s, had a fake ID, comic books and trading cards, homies in the trailer park, stole their mama's cigarettes, smoked them with the bigger kids, way before the internet, shit was fucking cool.
And that's been 1313.